Keep working after you claim Social Security, and one wrong move on the earnings limit could cost you thousands this year. I'm Margaret Hale, and for 30 years, I helped people untangle exactly this kind of rule. Today, we're counting down 8 mistakes people make about working while collecting Social Security, starting with the common ones and ending with the one that can wipe out an entire month's check. Here's the good news up front. Most of this money isn't lost forever. The Social Security Administration recalculates your benefit at full retirement age and credits you back for what was withheld. But the details matter, and getting them wrong can mean a surprise bill or a missed benefit. Let's start counting down from number 8. Mistake number 8, not knowing the basic earnings limit. In 2026, if you're under full retirement age for the whole year, you can earn up to $24,180 before Social Security touches your check. Earn more than that, and SSA withholds $1 in benefits for every $2 you earn above the limit. Say you earn $30,000 that year, you're $5,520 over the limit, so SSA withholds $2,760 from your benefits. That's real money held back, but it's not extra tax and it's not gone forever, which we'll get to later. The fix is simple. Know your number before January. If you're claiming early and still working full-time, run the math first so the withholding doesn't surprise you in your monthly deposit. Mistake number 7, using the wrong limit in the year you turn full retirement age. If you reach FRA sometime in 2026, a much higher limit applies, $65,160, but only to the months before your birthday month. Above that amount, SSA withholds just $1 for every $3 you earn, not $1 for every $2. Full retirement age is 67 for anyone born in 1960 or later, and reaching it removes the earnings test completely. People often apply the lower $24,180 limit by mistake and assume they'll lose more money than they actually will. The fix: know which limit applies to you. If you're turning 67 this year, use the $65,160 number for the months before your birthday and stop worrying about it after. Mistake number 6, ignoring the special rule for your first year of retirement. Normally, SSA looks at your whole year's earnings, but in the first year you claim, there's a monthly rule instead. In 2026, you're considered retired in any month you earn $2,040 or less if you're under FRA all year, or $5,230 or less in the year you reach FRA, no matter what you earned earlier in the year. This helps people who retire mid-year and already earned a lot before claiming. The fix? If you stopped working partway through the year, ask SSA to apply the monthly rule. It can mean getting a full check for months you were truly retired, even in a high-earning year. Mistake number 5, self-employed retirees ignoring the hours test. If you're a wage employee, SSA just looks at your paycheck. But if you're self-employed, SSA also looks at how many hours you work in your business. Generally, working more than 45 hours a month means you're not considered retired, and working less than 15 hours a month means you are, regardless of income. This trips up consultants and small business owners who think a smaller paycheck automatically protects their benefits. The fix? If you're self-employed and collecting early benefits, track your hours as carefully as your income. Both numbers matter to SSA, and only tracking one can lead to an unpleasant surprise at tax time. Mistake number 4, worrying about a spouse's paycheck. Only your own work income counts toward your earnings limit. A spouse's salary or a live-in child's earnings are never counted against your benefit. What does count is your gross wages, including bonuses, commissions, and vacation pay, or your net self-employment earnings. What doesn't count: pensions, annuities, investment income, interest, or military and government retirement pay. Some people quit good jobs or turn down bonuses because they mixed up whose income counts or which kind of income counts. The fix: before you turn down work or income, check whether it's actually the type SSA counts at all. Often, the fear is bigger than the real rule. Mistake number 3: forgetting that working can make your Social Security taxable. This is separate from the earnings limit. It applies at any age. If your combined income, that's your adjusted gross income plus non-taxable interest plus half your Social Security benefit, passes $25,000 as a single filer or $32,000 married filing jointly, part of your benefit becomes taxable. These thresholds haven't changed since 1984. Depending on how far over you are, up to 50% or as much as 85% of your benefit can be taxed. People plan carefully around the earnings limit and then get surprised by a tax bill they didn't expect. The fix: if you're working and collecting benefits, talk to a tax professional about your combined income before year end, not after. Mistake number 2: disability recipients assuming the same rules apply to them. If you're collecting Social Security disability, not retirement, the earnings test doesn't apply. A different, stricter rule does. In 2026, earning more than $1,190 a month, or $2,130 a month if you're blind, can count as what SSA calls substantial gainful activity. That's not a partial withholding. It can put your entire disability benefit at risk. This is the mistake with the biggest single-month impact on this list because disability rules don't forgive the way retirement rules do. The fix: if you're on SSDI and thinking about picking up work, get the exact rules from SSA or a disability advocate before you accept the job, not after your first paycheck. Mistake number 1, and it's catastrophic: assuming the earnings limit is already gone. In April 2026, Representative Greg Murphy introduced H.R. 83-4, the Senior Citizens Freedom to Work Act, to repeal the earnings test entirely. Senator Rick Scott introduced a matching bill in the Senate. If either becomes law, you could work and collect full benefits at any age, at any income. But as of now, neither bill has passed. It's still just a proposal. Some people hear the headline, assume it's already the rule, and keep working without adjusting their withholding, then get hit with a much bigger reduction than they expected. The fix? Keep using today's real limits, $24,180 or $65,160, depending on your age this year, until Congress actually changes the law. Don't plan your budget around a bill that hasn't passed. Here's the thread running through every mistake on this list. The earnings limit is confusing, but it is not permanent. Money SSA withholds before your full retirement age gets credited back. SSA recalculates your benefit at full retirement age, so you get nearly all of it back over time as a higher monthly check. The real decision isn't whether you lose money forever. It's how your cash flow works between now and full retirement age. Because every situation is different. Talk to a licensed advisor or SSA directly before you make a claiming or working decision. For your next step, download our free retirement deadline checklist, link in the description, so you know exactly which limit applies to you this year. See you in the next video.